वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु नो देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामः सिद्धिर्भवतु नः सदा। Okay. Let us revise what we have learned yesterday. व्याकरणम् इति किम् इति व्याक्रियन्ते व्युत्पाद्यन्ते साधुशब्दाः अनेन इति व्याकरणम्. Vyakaranam is that by which the correct forms of the words which are used in the language are derived. Vyakaranam, the word Vyakaranam again is derived from the V and Ha upasarga joined with Kru dhatu and Krut pratyaya lyut. We learned that Prakriti प्रत्यययोः मेलनेन शब्दानां व्युत्पत्तिः शब्दानां निर्माणं भवति इति. We learned that by joining Prakriti and Pratyaya we get the Shabda. We learned that Prakriti is of two types, Dhatuhu Pratipadikam cha. And we learned that Pratyayaha Saptada. Pratyayas are of 7 types. Krut Pratyayaha, Ting Pratyayaha, Vikarna Pratyayaha, Sanadi Pratyayaha, Taddita Pratyayaha, Stri Pratyayaha, Sup Pratyayaha cha. Iti. And we learned the Prakriti and Pratyaya combinations and the resultant words also. Today we shall learn about Dhatu and Pratipadika. What is a Dhatu and what is a Pratipadika? There are 3 types of Dhatus. The first one is Aupadeshika Dhatavaha. The second one is Atideshika Dhatavaha, Sautra Dhatavaha. Before going to Aupadeshika Dhatavaha, let us know what is an Upadesha. Upadesha is Adyocharanam. Adyocharanam means it is what told in the first place. Like Maheshwara Sutrani, Ai, Un, Luk. Those are called as Upadesha. When we say something like in the Upadesha, it refers to those Maheshwara Sutrani, Ai, Un, Luk, those. And Dhatu Pata, we know that the Dhatu Pata which has approximately 2000 Dhatus starting from Bu. That Dhatu Pata is also referred as Upadesha. And Sutra Pata, Ashtadhyayi Sutras are there, no 4000 sutras. That whole thing is called as Sutra Pata. The Pratyayas, Agamas, Adeshas which are told in the Sutra Pata, they are also called as Upadesha. And there are Ganapata. Ganapata means group of some words. Suppose Churadi is a Gana. Churadibhyo Nich. Sometimes we need to tell Nich Pratyaya comes after all these words. We can't say all the words in a sutra. So Panini Maharshi has made them into some groups, and those groups are given in a pata which is called as Ganapata, and that Ganapata which is given by Panini Maharshi is also comes under Upadesha. Unadi Pata is there. I don't go into details of that. Whatever the sutras are there in the Unadi Pata, that also comes under Upadesha. And there is Linganushasanam. Linganushasanam deals with the linga of the different words. Strilinga, Pullinga, and Napumsakalinga. Which there are some sutras or rules which tells which words under come under Pullinga, which come under Strilinga, like that. That is Linganushasanam. It is also given by Panini Maharshi only. And this Linganushasanam also comes under Upadesha. And there are Vartikani. They also come under Upadesha. We will learn what are Vartikani, yes, in the future classes. So I don't go into details of that also. We will learn what are Vartikani. What is a Vartika? We'll learn in the future classes. So all these Upadesha refers to all these Maheshwara Sutrani, Dhatus in the Dhatu Pata. For example, Pat Dhatu is there, no? It is given as Pata in the Dhatu Pata. Pata, that Pata Dhatu ends with Anunasika Hakara. That form is called as Upadesha, not Pat. In that Pata, that Anunasika Akara at the end is it, and it gets deleted and Pat remains, but that Pat is not called as Upadesha. Upadesha is the original form given by the Panini Maharshi. Similarly, Pratyayaha, Tva, Tumun, whatever we learned yesterday, all the Pratyayas and Agamas, Adeshas, these are all called as Upadesha. Now let us learn what Aupadeshika Datavaha. It is easy now. Aupadeshika Datavaha means all the dhatus which are given in the Upadesha. Which are the given in the Upadesha means among the Upadeshas, dhatus are found in Dhatu Pata only. Dhatus are not found in Maheshwara Sutrani. Dhatus are not found in Sutra Pata, Ganapata, Unadi Pata, and others. Dhatus are found in only Dhatu Pata, and those dhatus which are found in the Dhatu Pata are called as Aupadeshika Dhatavaha. Aupadeshika comes from Upadesha. The sutra which tells this is Bhuvadayo Dhatavaha 131. Padachedaha Bhu Va Adayaha. Padacheda means splitting the words if there is any sandhi like that. Dhatavaha Bhu Va Adayaha. This is 1-3. 1-3 refers to 1 refers to Pratama Vibhakti. The second number refers to the number. 3 refers to Bahuvachana. If it is 2, Dvivachana. If it is 1, Ekavachana. This is Pratama Purusha Bahuvachana form. Bhu Va Adayaha. Adayaha means others. Dhatavaha again Pratama Bahuvachana. Of Dhatu. Bhu Va and others. Adayaha means others. Sutrarthaha Bhu Va ityadayah shabdaha kriyavachini arte dhatu sangnakaha bhavanti. Bhu, Va and others in the Dhatu Pata in the sense of action. When they denote action, then they are called as Dhatu. Kriyavachini means when they express Kriya. Because the same words also also used as Pratipadika. Bhu means Bhumi. In that sense, Bhu is used. And Va, we use Va in the normal language, no? Bhavana gacchati Va, Saha gacchati Va, like that. There, Va is not called as Dhatu. And Bhu, when it is used in the sense of Bhumi, then it is not called as Dhatu. So whenever it is used in the sense of action, then only these words which are in the Dhatu Pata, they are called as Dhatu. Bhuvadayo Dhatavaha. Example, that list starts with Bhu. In the sutra, 2 dhatus have been given. One is Bhu and Va. The second one is Va. Bhu is the first dhatu in the list. Va is a dhatu from Adadi Gana, second Gana. These two, these and others are called as dhatu is the meaning of the sutra. The sutra, the list goes like this. Bhu, Yed is the second dhatu, Spard, Gad, Bad, like that. Prayaha 2000. Approximately 2000 dhatus are there. Why Prayaha? Because there are different editions of the dhatu patas given by different authors. Authors in the sense, different grammarians. So there are different numbers. In some dhatu pata, the number is different. In some dhatu pata, the different number of dhatus are given. So approximately it is counted as 2000. All these are called as Aupadeshika Dhatavaha. Yete Dashaganeshu Vibhajitaha. These Aupadeshika Dhatus are grouped into 10 groups. Bhvadihi, Adadihi, Juhotyadihi, Divadihi, Swadihi, Tudadihi, Rudadihi, Tanadihi, Kryadihi, Churadihi. These are the names of the 10 ganas. We also refer them by the first gana, second gana, third gana, like that. These ganas are named after the first dhatu in the list. Bhuvadi means bhu and other. Bhu is the first dhatu, is the meaning of that word bhuvadi. Bhu adi. Adadi, in Adadi gana, the first dhatu is ad. Juhotyadi, here Juhoti is the letlakara pratama purusha ekavachana form of who dhatu. The first dhatu is who. It has not been given as Hwadi. It is not named like that. It is named after the first Pratama Purusha Ekavachana Letlakara form. Juhoti Adi, Juhotyadihi. This is the only exception. All others are named in the similar way. Divadi, Div is the dhatu. Swadi, Su is the dhatu. Tudadi, Tud is the dhatu. Rudadihi, Rud, Tan, Kri, Churu. These are the 10 ganas. These 10 ganas are found in only in case of Aupadeshika Dhatavaha. There is no such grouping in case of the other two types, Sautra Dhatavaha and Atideshika Dhatavaha. Suppose Pipatisha is an Atideshika Dhatu. So it doesn't come under any of these 10 ganas. It is neither Bhuvadi nor others. It's just a Dhatu. So the concept of Dashagana is restricted to Aupadeshika Dhatu only. And based on different criteria, different grouping is also there in the Dhatu Pata. You can see based on the Pada, they are classified as Parasmaipadi, Atmanepadi, Ubhayapadi, like that. Based on Itvarna, they are called as Idit, Udit, like that. And based on different grouping, different classification is there. This grouping is based on the Vikarna Pratyaya they get in Latlakara, Lat, then Lot, Lang, Vidiling Lakar, 4 Lakars, or Sarvadhatika Lakara and Sarvadhatika Pratyayas. It need not be Sarvadhatika Lakara, Sarvadhatika Pratyaya. Atideshika Dhatavaha, the second type. Atideshika word come from Atidesha. The sutra for this is Sanadhyanta Dhatavaha 3132. Padachchedaha Sanadhyantaha Dhatavaha Pratama Bahuvachana. Sutrartaha Sanadi Pratyayanta Shabdaha Dhatu Sannakaha Bhavanti. Those words which end with Sanadi Pratyaya are called as Dhatu, is the meaning. Sanadayaha, San Adayaha, San and others. They are 12 in number. They are sun, kech, kamyach, vip, keng, kesh, ning, nich, yang, yak, aya, iyang. These are the 12 sun and other sanadaya pratyayaha. Any words which end with any of these, they are called as sanadyanta and sanadyanta dhatavaha. All sanadyanta are called as dhatavaha, dhatu. According to this sutra, sanadyanta dhatavaha, we should remember whatever the words which end with sanadi pratyayaha are called as dhatu. I give one example for each. Sun, pa is the dhatu. Pa means to drink. If we add san pratyaya, we will get pipasa. Pipasa is a dhatu. We can add all the other pratyas which can be added to a dhatu. So, for example, in Latlakara it becomes pipasati, pipasataha, pipasanti, like that. Pa means to drink. After adding san, that pipasa means wish to drink. Aham pipasami means I wish to or I want to drink. Kech. Kech is a sanadi pratyaya. If we add kech pratyaya to putra, we get putriya. Then kamyach, what? For example, vastra, kamyach, vastra kamya. Vip, ashva, vip, ash. Again, the whole pratyaya gets deleted. We get ashva only. Keng, tapas plus keng, tapasya. Tapasyasi, tapasyati, tapasyataha, tapasyanti, tapasyasi, tapasyataha, tapasyata, tapasyami, tapasyavaha, tapasyamaha. This is the word we got there. Yat karoshi dashnasi, yat juhoshi dadasi, yat tapasyasi kaunteya. There, yat tapasyasi. That tapasyasi is from this dhatu tapasya, which is a sanadyanta. Kyang pratyayanta. Kyesh. Lohita plus kesh, lohitaya. Ning pratyaya banda, ning bandi. Nich, pat, nich, party. Yang, pat, yang, papatya. Yak, kandu plus yak, kanduya. Aya, gup, aya, gopaya. Iyang, rut, iyang, rutiya. Like this, whatever the green colored words we get, no, all these are called as dhatus. According to the sutra, sanadyanta dhatavaha. Sanadi means sun and adi. In the sutra pata, the first pratyaya given by the sutras is sun. So these pratyas are called as sanadi. Sanadi means the list of pratyayas in which sun is the first pratyaya. And the third category is sautra dhatavaha. Sautra dhatavaha. Sautra comes from sutra. Etesham nirdeshah sutreshu labhyate. These dhatus, they are neither found in dhatu pata. They are nor can be derived using or attaching any sanadi pratyaya. We cannot found these in dhatu pata, or we cannot derive by adding any sanadi pratyaya also. So, but they are mentioned in the sutras. For example, Ruteriyang 3129. Actually, Iyang is a sanadi pratyaya. Iyang is added to Rut dhatu. But that Rut, the original that dhatu is there, no. After adding Iyang, we get Rutiya. Rutiya is a dhatu according to Sanadyanta pratyaya. So it is Atideshika dhatu. We are talking about that Rut. In the original position, Rutu is not found in Dhatu Pata, and it cannot be derived using any other these Sanadi Pratyayas, but it is there in the Sutra, Ruteri Yang, and Yang is added to Dhatu only. So, due to its mention in the Sutra, it is also considered as a Dhatu. It is not a Dhatu according to Bhuvadayo Dhatavaha. and sanadyanta dhatavah. Just by its mention in the sutra, it gets the nomenclature as rit. These are called as sautra dhatavah, those which are mentioned in the sutra. Similarly, there is one sutra: stanbu, stunbu, skanbu, skunbu, skoimbyaha, shnuscha, 3182. This sutra tells we can add shnu and shnu, that is swadigana ganasya vikarna pratyaya, and shna, ninth gana vikarna pratyaya. We can add both those pratyas to these dhatus. This is the meaning of this sutra. You don't need to understand the meaning. Just I wanted to tell this sutra applies to these 5 dhatus: stanbu, stunbu, skanbu, skunbu, squim. Actually, that ukara at the end is just for sake of easy pronunciation. Otherwise, the dhatus are stanb, stunb, skanb, skunb, and squim. Out of these 5, the first 4, they are not found in dhatu pata. They cannot be derived using sanadi pratyayas also, but they are mentioned in the sutra pata. So these are called as sautra dhatavaha. That last one, skoin, it is mentioned there in the dhatu pata. It is there in the dhatu pata, so it is also dhatu, but it is not sautra. It is aupadeshika dhatu. So these are the 3 types of dhatus: aupadeshika dhatavaha, atideshika dhatavaha, sautra dhatavaha. Atideshika comes from the word atidesha. Atidesha means imposing the properties of something to some other. For example, there is a sutra called as loto langvat. The forms of lot lakara will be like that of lang lakara. So the property of dhatu is imposed on sanadyanta words, so they are called as atideshika. Atidesha is done on them as dhatu, so they are called as atideshika dhatavaha. And those mentioned in the sutra, they are called as sautra dhatu, and those mentioned in the upadesha, they are called as aupadeshika dhatavaha. This is all about, or briefly, it is about dhatu. What is a dhatu? If you have any doubts, you can ask now. Otherwise, we can go further. Okay. Now let us learn what is a pratipadikam. This is the second type of the prakruti. The sutra which gives the pratipadika sangna. Sangna means that nomenclature is artavad dhatur apratyaya pratipadikam 1 to 45. Padachedah artavat adhatuhu apratyayah pratipadikam. All the words are in pratama ekavachana. Arthavat means having meaning. That arthavat word is derived by adding matup pratyaya to the word artha. It means those which is having, in that sense. Arthavat means having meaning. Balavat means having the bala, like that. Arthavat, having meaning. It should have meaning. Adhatuhu, it should not be a dhatu. Apratyaya, it should not be a pratyaya. Then it is called as pratipadikam. Yaha shabdaha arthavan asti kintu dhatu sangnakaha nasti pratyaya sangnakaha nasti प्रत्ययान्तः नास्ति तस्य प्रातिपदिकम् इति संज्ञा भवति। Examples: dittah. Dittah means wooden elephant. Kundam. Kundam means bowl. Peetam, seat. These have meaning. They are not dhatu. They are not found in dhatu pata. They cannot be derived using sanadi pratyaya, and they are not found as dhatu in sutras. So they are not dhatu, and they are not pratyaya. They are not pratyaya, and they don't end with any pratyaya also. Actually, I have given them as subanta, but originally the words are nitta, kunda, pita. But we should not use like that in the language. We should always add. We should always express them in pratama vibhakti. So I have given in pratama vibhakti. Ditta, kundam, pitam. These are the examples for pratipadika sangna. Dhatu sangnakaha. Pat, pipatisha, rut. Pat is a dhatu, pipatisha is a dhatu, rut is a dhatu. Pat is aupadeshika, pipatisha is atideshika, rut is sautra. I have given one for each, one example for each category. These are dhatu sangnakaha. So according to the definition, since these are dhatu, they are not pratipadika. Pratyaya sangnakaha. Those words which get the nomenclatures, yes, pratyaya. Examples: au, byam. These are supratyaya. Tiptas, ting pratyaya. Twa, krut, yat, an, taddita. Neep, top, stri pratyaya. San, kech, sanadi. Shap, shan, sya, vikarna. I have given some example for the different types of pratyaya. These are pratyaya sangnakaha, and according to this sutra, these are also not pratipadika. And pratyayanta, ramabhyam. Rama is pratipadika, but ramabhyam, the word ramabhyam ends with bhyam pratyaya, that is yesu pratyaya. Patati ends with ting pratyaya. Chori, it ends with nich pratyaya. These are pratyayanta words. These are also not pratipadika. So it should not be a dhatu, it should not be a pratyaya, and it should not end with any pratyaya. And it should have meaning. It should have meaning. Otherwise, any random word cannot be called as pratipadika. It should have meaning. It should be adhatuhu, apratyayaha, apratyayantaha cha. Then it is called as pratipadikam. And there is one more sutra which gives the pratipadika sangna, that is the immediately next sutra. The previous sutra was 1 to 45. 1 to 45. This sutra is 1 to 46. Krut taddita samasascha. Krut taddita samasaha. Pratama bahuvachana. Cha is avyaya. Sutrartha. Krut pratyayantaha, taddita pratyayantaha, samasikaha cha pratipadikani. In the previous sutra tells that pratyayanta are not pratipadika, but this sutra gives an exceptions to that. Krut pratyayanta, for example, Rama, Patat, Tva, Lekitam, Lekitum. That Rama, the word Rama is derived from Ram, adding Gaim pratyaya. Gaim is a Krut pratyaya. So Rama ends with Krut pratyaya. Patat, Pat plus Shatru. Tva, Kru plus Tva, Krutva. Lekitum, Lik plus Tumun. Like this, those words which end with Krut pratyaya, those are called as pratipadikam. We discussed this yesterday. Taddita pratyayantaha. Example: Shaiva, Patutama, Rashtriya. Aupadeshika, Atideshika, Sautra, those words which we just discussed, Aupadeshika, Atideshika, Sautra. These are derived from the words Shiva, Patu, Rashtra, Upadesha, Atidesha, Sutra. By adding different Tadita Pratyayas to these words, we get those words. These words which Shaiva, Patutama, Rashtriya, Upadeshika, Atideshika, Sautra, these end with Tadita Pratyaya, so they are Tadita Pratyayanta. And according to this sutra, Krut Tadita Samasascha, those get these Pratipadika Sangna. And Samasikaha means those words which are formed from Samasa. They are also called as Pratipadika. Sita Patihi, Sitayaha Patihi. Originally, Sita was Pratipadika, Pati was Pratipadika. Whether the Samastapada which we get out after the Samasa, Sita Pati is a Pratipadikam or not, is given by this sutra. They are Pratipadika. Sita Patihi, Upakrishnam, Pitambaram, Rama Lakshmana. These are all formed after Samasa. These are also Pratipadikam according to this sutra. Krut Taddita Samasascha. Yete sarve Pratipadikani. Okay. This is about the Pratipadika Sangna. Okay. Do you have any doubts? I have one question. In this sutra, Artavad Dhatu Apratyaya Pratipadikam, there is no mention of the word Apratyayanta. Apratyayanta. It is just Artavat Adatuhu Apratyaya. Only three words words are there. But in the sutra Artha, I have mentioned Artavan, Dhatu Sangnaha, Pratyaya Sangnakaha, Pratyayanta. Four conditions. So, can you guess why or how can I mention Pratyayanta? How can I bring that word Pratyayanta into this sutra?
Maybe it is in the previous sutra.
Yeah?
Maybe it is in the previous sutra.
No, it is not from the previous sutra. Because the next sutra is there, no? Krut Taddita Samasascha. Krut Taddita Samasascha. That sutra tells that Krut Pratyayanta, Taddita Pratyayanta are called as Pratipadika. It means the other Pratyayanta are not Pratipadika. If all the Pratyayanta words are called as Pratipadika, then there was no need of mentioning as Krut Taddita in the sutra, Krut Taddita Samasascha. If Pratyayanta words are called as Pratipadika, then there was no need of mentioning Krut and Taddita in that sutra. The mentioning of Krut Taddita in that sutra implies that other Pratyayanta words like Supratyayanta words,
Like
Ting Pratyayanta words, they don't get the Pratipadika Sangna.
Even the Stri Pratyanta also would be included in this.
Stri Pratyantas, according
But
to
they are
in the
Pratipadika, no?
context of these sutras, Stri Pratyans are not Pratipadikam, but they are considered as Pratipadikam only by different methods. So I don't go to the details of that. At this
Okay.
time, I just wish to mention that three pratyayanta words are also pratipadikam. You please remember that.
Okay.
Gururev gati gurumev bhaji gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave. न गुरो परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो